I have gas, my friend. Not the fun kind that can clear a room like a wizard's radius attack. The bad kind that costs money. We should talk.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So I figure we talk about some gear that I'm lusting after. We just sent back the Mate 40 Pro. I was trying to sell it, getting a bunch of lowball goofs. I'm selling other things like the Weeble S. I'm lowballing it hard. Pricing it for like 200 when it's like 400 plus tax. Some guy messages me, will you do 150? So I checked his site. He's got 11 listings. He's selling an old Sony camcorder, a bridge cam that's 720p max if it was a foot for 150. I wanted to rant on him, but he might give me a bad review and ruin my life. So I didn't. So the Mate 40 Pro has been sent back. I'm gonna lose some cash on that one. There's a potential 25% restocking fee. The only problem is the box has a sticker now that says void. That basic bullshit sticker that once you reveal it's like void, void, void. Oh, that's a terrible design. Just let me slice and tape. That phone had so many disadvantages over this one. I'm in the way. I extended the tripod out. But the main lens is like over sharpened. It's not the same company basically. Imagine Canon releases a camera with Sony color science. That's basically what Huawei've done. That's a puddle waiting to happen. Is this good content? Smartphone reviewers are terrible people. I had to buy the phone just to see, oh, there's a recording limit. There's a huge crop in the slow-mo when there isn't one in here. Different colors, over sharpened. No one's saying a damn thing about it. So I'm looking at many things. I shop in that Amazon warehouse. I love searching through there because it's like used, but you still get a warranty. You can return it if you don't like it. I have been known to do that. Nothing wrong with that. I almost pounced on a Canon RP. It was like $950, and then the 35mm 1.8 was also on sale for $600. I was like, it's still almost $2,000 with tax. Do I really want that piece of shit? Line skippy 1080p. But I do want, if it was an R for like $1,200, not the RP, I might have pounced. What is that? What is it? It's a point and shoot. It's a Canon bridge cam. Oh, that's embarrassing. I bet I could zoom farther on that city. We should do a high-res shot on this thing. The skyline? Oh, wow.
In this shot, I somehow managed to capture children playing while also simultaneously dreaming about their future in the business world. In the background there's a lot of office towers, and we captured them both at the same time. With 50 megapixels of the high-resolution shot the Huawei produces with the P40 Pro technology, we zoom in on the mountaintop. We see that not a lot of detail actually came out in the shot. I don't know what I focused on. I didn't think you had to with a smartphone. I'm new at this. We then managed to zoom in at an aspect ratio I didn't know existed. For some reason, it's in the shape of my phone. It's like a 21:9, and I prefer it this way. I captured some trees in the foreground, contrasting with the business in the background. Party in the back, you know what I mean? It's like a mullet of the photography world right here. It's a beautiful white balance as well. Not too cool for my taste.
Man, smartphone photography sucks. I was down low, couldn't see a damn thing. No flippy screen on the thing. Ah, that sucked. I did the high-res shot. Could you at least zoom in on it? Was it special? And then I used the telephoto to get in there. Was that better? Side by side with the high-res. Wow. I also thought about pouncing on a Sony ZV-1. It was like $928, but I've seen it for just under $900 for a white version. Those are special looking. That's not racist. You get a Ulanzi adapter. I want to see how, like, it's like a 33mm, and then that adapter would probably just make it like a 28. It's still not wide enough. And you don't have a 7,000 frames, but your 960 is a little better and longer. So, could be fun. I switched to the wide angle to show you the city in all its glory. I said that weird. So ZV-1, I haven't pounced yet. Probably won't. It's not much better than this thing. The lens I've been thinking about. Get this one. Sigma 28mm. Tony 1.4. Are you kidding me? For the studio. I made a little test video with the Tamron 17-28 at 28 to see if that was the focal length I needed in my life. It could be. 35's a little tight. It's a little tight for that studio. 28 could be the sweet spot, and it's a 1.4 autofocusing. It's heavy as shit. It's a little pricey. It could be done. I debated getting the Sony 28mm Tony 2. Much cheaper and lighter, but you don't need the lightness. You're not going to vlog with it. It sounds cheap. It's not going to be good. It could be okay, but Tony 2 is not right for the studio. You need to blur some life. Tony 4 primes for vlogging. Tony 1.2 lenses for the studio. Ridiculous shit in there. Blur out your cat. I saw that Sony 10-18 Tony 4 on sale, $700. In condition acceptable, whatever that meant. It was thrown downstairs. I think it's not gonna work. Even full frame, I think I've seen like around 16 the vignette goes away, but the corners are still weird as shit. It won't look right, and even APS-C, that turns into a Tony 6. You do realize that. What are you gonna blur? Not a damn thing. I'm in the way always, at all times. Vloggers are the plague that we need to rid this earth of. I feel bad. I took back the DJI Pocket 2 and then I saw it in the warehouse. So I guess the box was too hard to open, so it kind of ripped open, and now they're selling it for less. I'm like, that's my fault. I'm sorry, I thought you would have sold it as new. Amazon must lose a lot of money due to scrubs like me buying shit, I don't like it. Take it back. Then they sell it for less, but we all know that's one of the lower tier vlogging systems available right now. You don't do that. Once you pass 600 subs, you got to avoid that one. Avoid that one hard. But other than that, there's not much that I'm looking at. I want to pounce on that Sigma, but just for the 1.4, is it really worth $1,250 to go from a 2.8 to a 1.4? And really, the Voidy Lander 35 1.2 looks better. It's just harder to use, annoying, than the Zeiss 55mm 1.8, which I have. Not as annoying because it can autofocus, but then you gotta be back. It's weird. It's hard. Oh, the plagues. It's hard times being a YouTuber. We're in 4K 60p, by the way, on a 24p timeline. You didn't even know. I have a sneaking suspicion this zoom is much worse in 4K 60p. Let me just test that. We're in 4K 60p now. Let's switch. Okay, now we're in 4K 30p. Is that much better? I feel like it's terrible in 60p. Here's 10 times zoom on the 30p. Here's the 60p. Wow, that's much worse. That's not even close. Oh, damn you. Oh, damn you. If I'm being honest though, I don't think you can beat this phone for vlogging for one special reason. If the audio actually worked, it may not sound the best to you, but I tell you, I never have to adjust volumes ever. That was a big part of my production after, is leveling out the volume, compressing. Like, I used to go through each clip, and now I don't need to. My DaVinci has some compression on it, and this is always just perfect below peaking, even when I'm whispering. And the background noise is just done. It's gone. So much better than even the Tascam. It's insane. That plus the slow-mo and good enough look, light. Can't beat that thing, so. And I already have the best thing for the studio. I'm just thinking, oh, maybe a lens. What do I buy? I need to buy. I almost pounced on a Fuji 18mm Tony 2. for 290 bucks. I was like, that's just the Tamron Tony 3 equivalent. I'm like, I already have that in the Sony. And it won't mess up with jerky freak autofocus. So I didn't pounce. There's nothing Fuji has. The 18mm 1.4 I'd be curious to try. See if they improved anything. But let me know what I should buy down below. And I'll delete your comment and buy it from your mom. I'll leave after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Subscribe over there.